Howdy everyone and welcome into today's video. I don't have anything written down, so you're just gonna have to trust my judgment. I think the date of the video is, let's take a look here. Let me look on my phone and I'd like to welcome everyone in. Jeremy, how was our breakfast today with Gail? How much fun did you have?
It was hilarious.
It was great. So the video, this preview, normally I have it written down, and I just don't have that today because, well, I'm not prepared. The sale date is March the 11th. Which is this coming Tuesday, March the 11th. In an ideal world, this video is going to air on hopefully March 9th, which is Sunday. So I hope that you're watching this on March 9th. So this is for the sale on March 11th. And normally I have everything written down, where to send your email, where to send your confirmation. I don't have any of that today because it's not on my desk and I just don't have the information. All you have to do is email bullyrunantiques@gmail.com, your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, your billing address, your phone number, and your email address for PayPal invoice. We need those 5 pieces of information. If you forget any of them, you are not registered for our sale. But since this is already going to be aired on Bully Run Coffee, you're already at the channel you need to be at. So there we go. The sale will be at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 11th. Tuesday, March 11th, and it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got that all the way from memory. Now, this is just a very quick preview. I have a ton of stuff to get done today, and I just didn't have the time to go with every piece. We're going to get as far as we can. Enough chatter. Let's get into it. So this first beaded necklace will be there at the sale. I decided to put up a whole bunch of different things like the last sale. The response was so great. You love the gold. You love the sterling. You love the costume. You love gemstones. You love different and artistic. So that's what I'm bringing for this sale this week. And Jeremy, thanks for helping try and get some of these things bagged up as we go. So this is a chrome diopside ring, sterling silver. Every time we have a chrome diopside, we sell it every single time. Look at the quality of those stones. I'm not going to buy every chrome diopside I see. I'm only going to buy the best that I find. This is a size 9. Let me grab my mandrel and double check this. This is a size 9. For anyone who wants the sizes in the previews, we're doing our best to give you full transparency in our previews. That is a size 9. Then we go into something slightly more conservative. This is black diamonds and sterling silver. And again, all of these items will be coming on Tuesday, March the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is a size 9 3/4. So it almost goes up to the 10. Someone would sell that as a 10. It's not a 10. It's a 9 3/4. So when I give accurate sizing and when I give sizing, I give very accurate sizing. We do have an amazing consignment of decorative arts, and Jeremy just passed me this one. I'll hold the original price tag on this, but it is a colorful Dominic Labino vase, art glass vase from 1969. 1969, and look at the way Labino created this incredible, almost paperweight style vase. I always say sheared and polished bottom. Look for the detail in these pieces. Clearly marked Labino and dated 1969. Incredible. And look at that kind of spatter color play, almost frozen in space in a way, with that topaz or kind of that smoky quartz-like base to that color. Absolutely awesome. For our costume lovers, we have not forgotten you. Vintage rhinestones and quite a few for this sale. That's one version. Small, wearable, and very inexpensive. Then I wanted something a little bit more complex, so I went and dug deep and brought out a concave hematite glass Whiting and Davis bracelet. Yes, you can still find these, but they're getting harder and harder to find. Fully marked Whiting and Davis, and see that convex surface that makes that light dance and go back to the viewer. That is a larger wrist size too. I think it fits up to a 7. Per everyone's request, I did pull out, as I struggle to get some of these out of the bags, I did pull out certified Moissanites for the sale. I do have the cards for certification. I'm not sure which 2 I'm going to bring to the sale. I had 4 out on my desk, and let me just say, I'm going to make an executive decision and bring 2 different sizes. I'm going to bring a 5 1/4 and a 7 1/4. I'm going to leave behind the 9 and the 6 1/2, but I also have a 9 and a 6 1/2. They're all different styles though. Each Moissanite ring is different than the next. This is just the solitaire. This is the solitaire Moissanite. Look at that scintillation and sparkle. Why I chose the 4 that I chose, they came with their certification cards. These are VVS stones. They are certified. Not all Moissanite is created equal. You can sometimes have some clarity issues. This is a 5 1/4, as I just said. That's a 5 1/4, and I'll let you take in that sparkle and scintillation. Someone once said, well, Moissanite is a diamond simulant, and I also said it was, it could be used as such. Absolutely. Or someone said they're fake diamonds, and I said, no, they're not fake anything. They are lab-created stones. And look at that. If you Google the way Moissanite is created, you'll understand why I said that. They are lab created. Look at that scintillation and sparkle. Look at compared to my real diamonds. Look at that. And I said Moissanite so much outsparkles a normal diamond. Or I should say an earth mine diamond. I don't even want to tell you what I spent on that, and this is going to be so affordable in that very simple mounting. Enough of that. That's a 5 1/4. That's coming to the sale on Tuesday. Then I'm going to go into this one. Comes again with the certification card. I didn't want to do them back to back, but this is for a different kind of taste, shall I say. This is a 7 1/4. This one is a 7 1/4. It's the classic 5 stone. It's 5 stones in sterling silver with rhodium plating. Look at that. Look at that dazzle and scintillation of that center stone, and look at the way those stones frame it. Now someone's going to say, what was the carat weight on the one that you just did? And since I put it back in the bag, that's about a 1.5 carat, the other one. This one is a 3/4 carat in the center, and then it goes down to a 1/2 carat, then it goes down to a 1/4 carat. It's a very believable size. So why I chose these was craft, design, the stones, certified, good to go, absolutely fantastic. All right, enough of those. I do have a couple other Moissanites that's from the pawn shop. I wanted to bring this on. This is a very dark sapphire. This is in 14 karat gold and 2 trillion cut diamonds. Everyone has said, please continue to bring on your gold items because the people that are getting them absolutely love them. And thank you all so much for the last round of all the diamonds that you bought from Jeremy and I. We were so excited because you got them and you absolutely love them. So that is 14 karat gold. Center stone on that, I'm not sure. I'd guess around a carat. That is a natural out of the ground very velvet blue sapphire, 14 karat gold, size 7. This, and then I want to go back into some decorative arts. This is sterling silver with a rich gold vermeil, druzy quartz, a biwa or a freshwater pearl, or I guess that's probably not freshwater. I probably just mangled that. Don't really care. It's a gorgeous pearl, and that one's blue topaz. So that's why I don't have a jewelry television channel, because sometimes I go, I don't care. What host would ever say that? Me. And this one has all these filigree flowers down the bail. And I'd like to welcome all the new viewers in. Look at the size of this as well. Very big response to that in the videos. And let me set that out of the side. A few more decorative arts from the Consignment. This is a box from China. It does have the China stamp on the bottom. You can see that this is engine turned. So this is lathed and then put together by hand. Look at the scenes though in that polychrome glass enamel. Very stunning of that dragon and the building, the clouds and the swirls. I loved these boxes. I think the top is fine on this one. That looks like it's glass. That does not look like carnelian to me. Looks like gathered glass. So that does not look like carnelian to me at this point. Pin stem holding that jar together. So that will come very small and very easy to ship. So I did not mind that for a consignment. We'll take a look at these art glass cufflinks. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to say they're out of my collection. I had kept them for a long time. I was seduced by color, and I was seduced by art glass, and this was not only art glass, but some of the best color from the late 1950s, 1960s. This one I had bought for myself. I'm over it. I don't want to say anything else. Sometimes I buy things for myself and then I wonder, why the hell did I buy that? Well, this is one of them. I wore it a couple times and now I'm just saying, nope, not for me. Adjustable shank, it's currently at an 8.5. Sterling silver, moonstone, and amethyst. It is hand constructed. And look at the color play of those moonstones. The amethyst are kind of that soft rectangle cabochon. Very beautiful, very cool, just not for me. I would rather make my own. I would rather produce some of my own work, and I'm much more in love with the vibe and the shake on my items. So that was just it was a quick purchase and then almost instant regret. I love it, but I don't love it. It's gotta go. This is Mexican solid sterling silver. This one is absolutely wonderful. Very, very cool. This was in one of my previews, and I said it was like the best of the good, better, and best of the 3 amethyst bracelets. Kind of that ocean wave design. I would circa date this one, based on the way it's hallmarked, I would circa date this one to around the late 1960s. Could be late 1950s into the 1960s. Very heavy, very well made, and probably approximately, yeah, that's about a 7... almost a 7-inch wrist, almost a 7. So about a 6 3/4, very chunky sterling silver. So if you're into Mexican with original oxidation, that is for you. A sash pin. Jeremy just fed me this one from the other box. This was also in, I believe, a preview, or maybe one of my lives. Everyone said, please bring on the sash pins. 1900 on this one, all synthetic stones, which are glass in that. And then this one, I wish I had a black background in my box for this. This is Rookwood. This is Rookwood. I don't remember the date letter on this, and everyone that knows Roman numerals is going to be screaming at their screen, it's whatever, whatever. And I'll go, okay, that's the date of it. So this is Rookwood. That's the date letter. They always date them in Roman numerals. Don't know, don't care. And then the model number, 2854 with the Rookwood. But look at that creamy colored, very beautiful, almost intaglio surface, sgraffito in a way, but much softer. Very, very cool. Does need to be cleaned up a little bit. It's got some little like residue on it, probably from an old tag, but that's Rookwood pottery. Very cool, very nice. I bought this one for myself at Hartfield Flea Market from a younger guy that was doing wire wrapping, and I bought it for 2 reasons. I love the wire wrapping, and I just absolutely loved this malachite stone. And so I bought this so that I could take this apart, take the stone out, and mount it in a ring, because I really wanted a large malachite ring, and I would wear that all day long. Hell, I would wear a doorknob. If you tempted me to put a doorknob on a ring, I'd probably wear it. And then someone would say, well, that's gaudy. And I'd say, yeah, because you can't afford to own it. And then I'd laugh. Anyways, sarcasm is great. It's a great tool to deflect. This is malachite, fabulous. Love the color. And I really love the patterning in that stone of this almost river or ocean wave. Yeah, I'm still not over it. I still love it very much. I'll never wear it. It's in copper. Absolutely thought that was exquisite. And thanks for enjoying my humor, even when it's sometimes off color. I say the damnedest of things, and then I watch the videos back and go, boy, I sounded like a jerk. And then I shrug my shoulders and go, nope, still don't care. This is dichroic glass, sterling silver, has the original price on it that I paid. Don't want to show you that. That's done. And then this one. Oh, let me do this. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to feed this into the box and then turn it at an angle. So don't adjust your cameras or your screens. But this is diamonds in sterling silver. Just broke the back out of the tray. But this is has diamonds. I wish I could show you this. Let me see if I can take this off of here. But sometimes, when you do this, they don't lay down right. And I don't want to send anything and have it kinked in the mail and have a link all, janky on itself. No, not my speed. What we do is we'll lay this probably into a box and we'll have to tape it down so that the links don't get caught on themselves, So there you go. So there's diamonds from here to technically here. So this is all diamonds. And then this is illusion set, meaning they're just little cut pieces of metal. And I guess that's not illusion setting. What I should say is a normal illusion setting is a smaller stone set to look bigger. That's an illusion setting. There's a clarifying moment. So no one has to come into, Jeremy's channel and correct me, because that's not going to work. So an illusion setting makes a diamond look larger than it is. These are not illusion set, they're pave set. So the diamonds from here to here are pave set. And then the rest of this is just cut metal to look like diamonds. Now, another seller might say, oh, these are diamonds. See, and I got a link all kinked up already up there. I turn it for 1 second and now I got it. There we go. Now I got a link that's like, now I got it straightened out. So sometimes you'll have to fight with this. Might I say, rather than fight with it, store it on a neck form. Store it on a neck form. Put it on something like the neck form I just had it on. And like I'm doing right now, lay it down very gently and don't rush. Don't rush and get it all tangled up on itself. So those are all little diamonds pave set. And that is gold plated, 14 karat gold plated, very thick plating on the background, really beautifully done with that double locking clasp. All right, so there's that. That will definitely come to the sale. I'm going to lay that right back down on the neck form so that I don't get any kinks inside of the links, because that's a no-no. So Jeremy's going to have to be very, 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 very cautious when we send that. So we're going to have to tape that into a box. It's going to have to lay down its way there so that you don't text us or email us and say, hey, I got that one necklace and it got stuck on itself and I wrote the link. And I'll say, told you so. Let's go into this box. Whiting and Davis. And I don't think I'd say I told you so. But then again, depending on the day, I might. 6 3/4 inch wrist, 1 1/4 inches wide. Whiting and Davis, absolutely gorgeous for all the costume lovers. Oh, let's look at these. So this is pretty interesting. These are diamond earrings. Thank you for feeding these to me, Jeremy. These are diamond earrings and they're sterling silver. Baguettes and rounds. Look at that dazzle, because people keep saying, how do you continue to bring us diamonds at such affordable prices? And I say, because I buy them right, and I'm not going to upsell you on anything. And you already know that. I don't need to. I just say what it is. You love it, you buy it, and you wear it. That's it. Another Whiting and Davis piece. Just the mother of pearl ring, adjustable, but Whiting and Davis for our friends that love Whiting and Davis. Jeremy just grabbed this one. This is 42 inches of cultured pearls and turquoise. Look at that. 42 inches. Jeremy said, Jason, there's something about that I really like. This one is one of the moissanites that I got from the pawn shop. This is a size 7, and look at those stones. That is absolutely a dazzler beyond dazzler. So it's a mix of moissanite and CZ. CZ's on the shank and moissanite's on the top. It is a size 7, and my, does that look like diamonds or what? It really does. Jeremy really loved the scintillation of moissanite because he said to me, boy, the colors that you see in those, the way that throws the light. I do have a couple giveaways that I just skipped over. I don't do the giveaways in a preview video. This is 22 inches long, artisan made from start to finish. And I hope you're all enjoying the kind of quicker feed that we're going to do with these previews to get them done slightly faster. I'm still working on tax paperwork and I'm almost there. I have 2 more months to go, and I said to Jeremy, I am getting this done today. So let's consolidate down the preview to a half hour. So even if we don't get to some of the pieces, this is all completely artisan made. An agate here, another gem up there, and look at that leaf. Carved bone. I am shaking because I had so much coffee to drink at the restaurant, and my hands are a shaky mess. Probably because I'm anxious to try and get this done. Let's go into these real quick. We'll do a couple more decorative arts. Jeremy, if you could feed me another, like maybe the Orient and Flume paperweight, that would be wonderful. I would appreciate that, and thank you. These are moissanite. These are stud earrings. Thank you, Jeremy. These are moissanite stud earrings. These are moissanite all day long. Look at the martini settings. They call that the martini setting because it's got the 3 posts. And these are signed C and C, I think, for Charles and Covard. At least I think that's the C and C on there, but they're sterling silver. Look at the martini settings and how those dazzle and sparkle just like little diamonds. 3/4 carat per ear, in case you're wondering on size. This is great. This is an Art Deco enamel ring. Believe it's sterling silver. And look at that enamel work of the 2 hand-painted flowers. Solid sterling. Size 7.5. Size 7.5. For anyone who's screaming at the camera, what size? You left the size out. No, I didn't. I didn't get there yet. This one's dichroic glass and artist signed. And I said, yes, I said, absolutely yes. Why? Because we've sold every single one we've brought on. And my affection for those is great. A lot of people don't necessarily love them, but I'm not a lot of people. This is a size 10, mother of pearl shell and sterling silver. Very beautifully done. Native American made. You can see why I love it. Very well crafted. Holds up beautifully. Large without being too big. Jeremy just fished these out for our costume jewelry lovers. Anyone out there love Peg Bundy? We got you covered. Here's Peg Bundy. Oh, Al. That's what I say. So I was at breakfast with Gail, and a funny story that Jeremy was laughing so hard. He was flip-top head laughing, and he just said, oh, God. So Gail said to me straight-faced, I was minding my own business, which I really wasn't. She said to me straight-faced, hey, Sydney kind of reminds me of you. And Sydney's her granddaughter. And she goes, she kind of reminds me of you. And I just looked at her like, huh? And she goes, yeah, she went to school dressed as a clown. And I looked at her like, was that a compliment? And Jeremy was laughing so hard. He was flip-top head laughing. Like that old commercial, the Crest commercial of like the flip-top head. He was laughing so hard and so loud. But yeah, that's definitely Peg Bundy. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. No, Lord only knows. And for the people that don't like me, that watch the videos, there, I just served you another one not to like. So there you go. We'll put that back where it came from. Coral beads. This is 3 strands, 2 strands. Not sure. Haven't really seen it. Haven't seen it lately. Looks like 3 strands. So there you go. 3 strands of branch coral. Absolutely beautiful. And get close on those beads so you can see the quality of what we sell. So there you go. This Tibetan, I did have this, I believe, in a short feed or in one of the previews. Or Nepal. I'm sorry, not Tibet. We'll say Nepalese. Nepal. And definitely an earlier version. Very unusual to have the drummers or the musicians. And then that central one with the carved faces. That's the difference there. Most of those, quote, gems in this one are glass. Other people would say, that's coral, that's turquoise, that's howlite, that's this, that's that. No, it's not. 98% of what you're seeing there is glass. And almost 99%. There you go. These are Miriam Haskell. They do need to be repaired, so I'm going to sell them as is. There is verdigris between the pearls and those end caps, but those are Haskell pearls. Very large, very cool, jeweled clasp. And we are selling as is. All I'll say is you'd have to take it apart, clean all of it, and restring it to get it all back together. I would take it apart, use ketchup on the brass, leave it in, scrub it off, polish it down, and then string the whole thing back together. A lot of people ask me to bring on project pieces because they like to do repairs. And I said, no problem. This was in my personal collection for a very long time. This had been with me a long time. It does have a soldered down label on the inside. And look at the way this is constructed. It's not signed, but it really reminded me of Kramer of New York. And Jeremy even said to me, is that Kramer? Is that Hobey? And I said, it could be one or the other, but it's definitely not signed. But I kept this because look how architectural and bold this is with that polished chrome. Does need to be cleaned. It does need to be polished. I wore this about 3 or 4 times. And then I just said, no, I love it, but I don't need it, so that's out of my personal collection. Oh, and I've been reaching around the paperweight. So this is Orient Flume. Again, some residue, needs to be cleaned up. Came in on consignment. I don't really clean consignments. I barely have enough time as it is to, what do I say, sleep. So this should be signed Orient and Flume. And why am I not seeing the signature on here? This should be signed Orient and Flume. Huh, weird. Maybe it had a paper label. I don't know. Is that the signature there? Did I miss it? Let's see. I'll double check that, but that is, I thought this was Orient and Flume, and maybe it's not. Weird. They're always signed, and sometimes they're signed here. I don't see the signature. Well, it's dirty, needs to be cleaned, and now I got fingerprints on the bottom. I don't know. That's a mystery to me. And then another one of the Chinese jars. And unfortunately, the little finial is loose on this. So anyone, just buy it as is. Get a little bit of, 2-part epoxy that back in place. It's old. That's all there is to it. This is that Chinese jar. And I don't have the time to do repairs right now. Chinese, wonderful, and different than the other one. And look at that branch design that goes all the way around. Enough of that. And then we'll do these. These are as is, everyone. And I said, I don't sleep as it is. I'm getting very little sleep these days. And I'll say it, I'll be transparent. I'm exhausted. I am physically, spiritually, mentally exhausted. You put a camera on yourself every other day for a year and 3 months. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact. I'm tired. I'm not going to get a chance to get this restoration done ever, so it's not going to happen. So that's why I'm featuring these as is. I will never have the time in my life to fix these, and that's unfortunate. I used to do repairs on things like this, and to do it correctly, it would take me a couple hours. You could just move the pearls around. You could just move the pearls and move the drops around and fill it in. One is missing here and one is missing here. Fully restored, the size of them being deco and being probably European and not American, I would say on those, full retail, fixed and restored, $285. $285. And someone would say, well, that's way too much. And I'd say, well, then you find me a pair for $285 that's complete. And I'd say, okay, now we're talking. Because you own them, then the price is perfect, because I own them, the price isn't. Anyways, I've been selling for 32 years. And in my experience, that's, from my experience. Did I sound irritated? Maybe. Did I mean to sound irritated? No, but I meant to sound truthful. On these, I would say as is, I don't really want to say because then, then you know what I'm going to ask for them. But I mean, the restoration for the right person, it wouldn't take long for the right, jewelry person that knows what they're doing. And this one is glass and a sash pin. Boy, I sound annoyed. It's just being truthful. That's all. Sash pin, 1900, 1915. Glass, not amethyst. Everyone else would go, that's Bolivian amethyst. No, it's not. I put it on my Presidium. Don't get me started. So that is glass. And that's brass and fabulous. I love it. And then this one is the last sash pin that we're bringing. This one I wanted to list on eBay, but I'm going to bring it to all of you because I said a lot of times when I go to list pieces, I know where to sell them, and I want to start with all of you, and then if they don't go, then they can go on eBay later. And I think in the last video, we put back 3 things, and then 2 of the 3 sold after the sale. So thank you all so much for your constant support. Snake, brass, sash pin, Leo Popper glass in the center, and way back in the day, someone had priced it for $35 back in the 80s. And I bought it in a very large collection in that Lucite purse. That we won't worry about, Jeremy. This can go back in there, and we'll do this one. This is Wedgewood, and it's early. So that one is early and fantastic. And it's Wedgewood and very, very cool. And I just love the style of it because it's an early one. And that came in on consignment. And I said to the consigner, I will do it because it's early. I will do it because it's old. And look at that cobalt color. So anyone who's looking for a Wedgewood vase for your shelf or for decorative arts, we did want to try and bring on about, I think we have 12 total. I think what came in was 14. And I realized that 10 were not shipping friendly. I'm not going to run the risk of getting stuff damaged. This either Moissanite or Bella Luce. I did not look at this one close. I'll know for the sale. This is either Moissanite or Bella Luce. And Bella is very expensive, but look at that. So that's a size 10. I didn't want to forget anyone in this sale at all. We try our best to cover most sizes. And a lot of people are so shy about selling size 10 anything in rings. And I say to myself, I wear a 10. So if you were selling a 10, I'd be all over it. So there is this pink lush rhinestone brooch. I was 99.999% sure that this was Regency. I'm still completely convinced that this is an unsigned Regency. If anyone else has another opinion, I welcome you to come to the chat and we'll have a little chit chat. We'll have a little talk about it. A paperweight that was a souvenir. Not exactly sure what's going on here. 1914, 1915, 1916, souvenir, and someone out there will know. Look at the ground and the way that's put together, and then again, how that is sheared and polished across the bottom. 100% an antique, not vintage, absolutely antique. Jeremy, thanks for picking these. Why are you yawning? Are you tired? Yeah. You haven't said much. You've just been feeding me like crazy to get us through this. This is pink and white pearls. This is approximately, this one I had a size on, 62 inches. 62 inches of goodness. And normally I don't buy those because the pearls get chalky and weird and ugly. And is there such thing as an ugly pearl? Yeah, there is. Absolutely. I've seen them. Jeremy's already shaking his head like, and you heard him. He goes, mm-hmm. This one I believe is Sarda. Look at that fantasy cut jewel in the center. I think blue topaz. I don't think they would use an aqua that big. Look at that sun ray of almost like an atomic burst behind that stone and then faceted across the top. Look at the metalwork of these pieces. And I said to myself, I'm 100% going home with that ring. This could be a personal favorite of the sale. Even though I don't like to say that could be a personal favorite. It's possible. Now, this opal, I wish I had something black to put this on. Let me pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back, and of course, look at my best laid plan went awry. Look, it looks completely paper white. We're at 30 minutes anyway, so we're not going to be much longer. You've got to trust me. This has some of the most gorgeous green, hot pink, and almost red flash. And look at that opal. It's diamond shaped, like it looks like a diamond. Oh, look at the blue and the green. Oh, there we go, because I'm blocking out the light. So I always tell other sellers, just block out the light with your hands on an opal and let it tell us its quality. Oh, money shot. Oh, money shot. Red, orange, yellow, blue, green. Absolutely gorgeous and diamond shaped. So that I bought for myself to set in a ring, to set it as like a solitaire, like a diamond ring. And I said to myself, I'm never going to get to it. So that is in a little case. And the case has like some fractures in the plastic. It's not in the best of shape. Anyways, it'll get it to you safe. It's approximately, for all that's screaming at the feed right now, it's approximately, I don't know what box that goes in. That's approximately a 3.5 carat. 3.5 carat, more costume. This is absolutely attributed to Vendome. Other sellers go, it's Miriam Haskell. No, it's not. Keep your pants on. This one's Vendome. Absolutely. Pink Aurora Borealis. Absolutely love it. This one is a very cool and very wearable, very highly stackable sterling silver and Tosco. This is Los Ballesteros. And when I pronounce the things for all of you, it's Los Ballesteros. And some people will combine the L's as like a Y, but I say Los Ballesteros. It's just that easy. And this one is a 6 and something. Maybe a 6 3/4 is my guess. 6 3/4 with the safety. Very heavy, very well made. In, again, one of the most recent haul videos. I think that goes with you. And then this one, this needs some restoration. And unfortunately, a lot of the coral beads have fallen out of the center of this brooch. And I was going to fix it. If it doesn't sell, I will fix this. This was thought to be early Miriam Haskell. And, again, am I going to confirm that it's a Hess design? I'm not going to confirm that it's a Hess design. But if you Google Hess, Hess, for Haskell, you'll do some research on him as a designer for Haskell. This very well could be a Hess brooch, a Hess dress clip is what it could be for Haskell. Anyways, so I'll put the coral beads kind of in the center there, but you can see that all you'd have to do is get a wire, and you'd have to wire those corals back down in, and then wire them through that clear celluloid back piece. Absolutely gorgeous. You'll have to seal that, Jeremy, and thank you so much for not getting the coral beads on the floor. This one is Sarda. Absolutely gorgeous, irradiated quartz, blue topaz, sterling silver, 100% Sarda. There were 6 at the store. I only chose this one because the compact nature of the design, that kind of directionalness in there. Blue topaz and amethyst. I'm sorry about that. So there's an amethyst, but look how they decorate that veil in the back of that. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a Lalique bowl again. Wish I had the black. As I throw it on the floor. Can't reach it, don't care. This is Lalique. This is Lalique France, fully signed and script signed. Look at this little compote bowl. This is the largest I would accept on the consignment. I said there was like an urn with a handle. Nope. I don't sell anything with a handle and expect to get it there in today's day and age. And a very heavy sculpture, like a heavy metal sculpture. I know that shipping's getting very expensive on some of the, objects of virtue. And so I said, this is the largest and heaviest that we're going to do. There are no chips, no cracks, no chips, no flea bites. That edge is perfect. And look at the quality of Lalique with this radiating pattern and that flower form in the center, and then fully signed Lalique and probably France or Paris. Probably Lalique France on the bottom of that. Thank you, Jeremy, for taking great care with that. We had a run on these about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. We had several that we sold. These are older than the ones that we sold, and this came from a different collection. This came out of Canton, Ohio. This came from a different collection. Not like it matters, but that is, we don't get a lot of these now, but at any rate, that's another strand of beads. This one we'll wait on. I have another Moissanite. I'm going to pass on that one for now. We might bring it to the sale. We might not. It's a size 7. We will bring these to the sale because these are the only Moissanite studs that I could get. So if you're in the market for 1 1/2 carat per ear Moissanite studs, 1 1/2 carat per ear Moissanite studs, sterling silver gold wash, 2.6 grams. 2.6 grams, very lightweight and very wearable. So that is gold vermeil over sterling silver. And look at the way those are cut. Look at that fire. And when people say, I don't like Moissanite, I go, I sure do. And I bought one for myself. And I haven't taken it off since I bought it. So there you go. I will even wear them because I love them. They're colorful, they're beautiful, and I love them. That's it. This is a size 7. Bought this at the thrift. This is a size 7. Had to have it because the color and that motion, the energy that carried through that poured resin, poured acrylic, absolutely wonderful. Kind of artisan created. It's a tight 7. So it's a very, very tight 7. We have another paperweight from Consignment. Do not ask me what's in the center of this besides it says E.ER. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on. That could be the person it was made for. Could be the person that made it. This is Murano glass. Sheared and polished bottom. Look at that old Murano label. And look how that glass lights up almost into prisms. You know you're into quality glass when you see that rainbow effect inside the glass. And then you flip it up to the right side. Look at those flowers. Those canes to make those. Forget about it. Not going to do it. So this is out of the Owl collection. This is the only one I kept for myself because it's older, silver plated, and a little bit earlier than the rest. And I said to myself, I'm going to do that and I'm going to keep that. And now look, I'm selling it because the Owl sold out. This came off my desk and it's just whimsical. This came off my desk. It's almost like a frozen Charlotte. It's Japanese. And it's made to look like this little Native American with the little headdress, and it is from Japan. And look at the little pouch that it fits down into. I think that this may have attached right here to an old postcard. They used to send such things attached to postcards. Could you imagine that in today's day and age, going in a postcard and this little baby being just attached to a postcard? Could you imagine that thing even getting there anymore, let alone the doll? So that's a rare survivor. And I'm 99.999% sure of myself, again, that did toggle to a postcard. They used to send little bales of cotton. They used to send little, things attached to the cards. Google it and look it up. Because it's a fascinating history of postcards. Anyways, leather, made to look like a little papoose. I think that is just charming, and I loved it. That was out of my collection. This one I had in a previous video, and someone had asked for me to bring it back, and then we forgot who it was. So if you're out there and you're looking for the Peridot set in 10 karat gold, 14 karat gold, 7.5 is the size, 2.3 grams. If you're looking for that Peridot from past videos, this one does have wear. So let me go in on that stone. See how there's like a chalky wear pattern around the crown of the stone? I don't know if you can see it in the video. Let me see if I can get closer. There you can see my chipped nail polish. But look at that. There's a little bit of wear pattern. Anyways, you got to trust my judgment. There is wear on that. Very, very good size for everyday wear. And we marked that one down. So that is going to be here. We have, I believe these are faceted Ethiopian opals. I'll do a little deeper dive. Don't quote me on that. Those are black spinel sterling silver. That is a size 9. If you're in the market for that kind of ring, and look at us go, 38 minutes in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a couple more things out on my desk. I'm going to take a quick peek inside that box. I think we've given you a good feel for what's going to be there. I hope we piqued your interest. And I hope I didn't sound too irritated, because I'm really not. But these, it's very difficult, like I said, to be on YouTube for a year and 3 months. You got a camera in your face about every day, every other day. No complaints. It's just a little tiring sometimes. And it's full transparency, so when someone comes on and they seem a little irritated, give them a little bit of kindness and a little bit of respect and a little bit of love, and just tell them that they're appreciated. Believe these are blue topaz, not exactly sure. Absolutely wonderful. This is a Sarda ring, and this is a size 9.5 for a Sarda ring, size 9.5 for the Sarda ring. What I loved about this was the overall metal design, and a 3-stone design always seemed so directional for me. And I guess my thing is if you're gonna make a ring look that beautiful on the inside and on the outside and on the side profile, I'm in all day long. As a silversmith, what I'm gonna sell this for, you couldn't pay me the money, you couldn't pay me to do it. So I'm gonna take a quick peek inside this one box. Give me 1 sec while I show you this. Then I'm gonna go inside that box, take a quick peek, and see if there's anything really important that I wanted to bring on so that you know it's there. Look at that for that doorknob style paperweight. Damn, I should make a ring. Darn, I should make a ring. I know Jeremy's laughing over here. It's like a gear shift, like an old gear shift. It's like a slot machine handle, And look, I'm going to make a ring out of it. And everyone's like, what is your problem? And I'm going to say, nothing. What's your problem? So anyways, there's that. And let me go into this box. Give me 1 sec. Jeremy, you did an outstanding job. Thank you so much. So we are back and live. This is 16 inches of phenomenal pearls. I could tell you all about these pearls, but I'm not going to. I'll tell you in the show. These, the quality. Let's do the quick drive-by. There are 18 pearls on this necklace. Customarily at the gem shows, wholesale to wholesale, dealer to dealer, in this size and quality, they are going to be about $30 a pearl. About $30 a piece. Guess what? That brings the necklace up to $540. Wait till you see what I sell this for at the sale. It's not going to be $540, but look at the quality and the luster. See that purplish pink and that bluish green, and that it doesn't lean yellow. These don't lean yellow at all. Those are absolutely stunning. Those came out of the pawn shop. I will tell you this much. Not a threat, but a promise. If they don't sell, thanks for laying them this way, Jeremy, so I can see the sizes too. Thank you so much. You're feeding them to me the right way, and I really appreciate your help. This is 7.5. This is size 7.5. And absolutely gorgeous. Amethyst, citrine, blue topaz. Jeremy, what do you think so far? You haven't said much. What do you think? What do you think of the quality? What do you think of the diversity? What are you thinking since you're seeing these pieces as you hand them over to me? What do you think?
They look fantastic.
Okay. Do you think it's for everyone's kind of budget and taste?
Yes.
Do you think we forgot anyone?
Nope.
No? Okay. So I would have a tendency to agree. This is a size 7, and it's 7.7 grams, rutilated quartz. So if you're looking for a size 7, and again, could you get another rutilated quartz? Yeah. Could you get it that looks like that with the angles cutting across each other? Probably not. So let me say this much. Let me think here. There were 7 rutilated quartz rings. Not all the same, because they were all estate. Not all the same. They were all older. And that's the one that I picked, long story short. And I didn't need to pick any, but that's the one that spoke to me. 5.3 grams, sterling silver, and fordite. People say Detroit agate, and people get under my skin. I've always known this to be fordite. It's from the Ford manufacturing plant. Google or look up fordite, sterling silver, artist signed, fordite. So that is the paint accumulation from the Ford plants when they had the overspray. They would take off those big kind of buelles or globs that would then be in the overspray paint where they painted the Ford vehicles. And some said that it was from the Corvette plant as well. So now I think they're calling it like Corvette-tite or something ridiculous. I don't know. It's insanity. All I know is it's paint, highly toxic to cut. Once it's cut though, look at the patterning. That's the end of it. See how that's like where you could see the paint accumulation? So that's the rings that they kind of cut down into. And then look at that. That is one of the best pieces of fordite I've seen in many, many years. All right. And small and compact. This one, Jeremy looked over because it was in the bottom of the box. And I said, Jeremy, we got to do that one. These are diamonds. Look at the directional nature. I hope the right people are still here 43 minutes in. Look at the right direction of this scrolling of those baguette cut diamonds. Look at the quality of that. That is a size 7. Jeremy, did you see the way that is built?
Oh, yeah.
Look how did you see it?
Yeah.
And then this one is a 4 1/4. Why I brought this one on is, this is the ore. This is the, let's say, quartz and ore, where gold matrix begins to grow. So they'll call it raw or natural gold in quartz. That is Victorian. It is a size 4 1/4. It's a very small size. We have had people reach out to us and say, my ring finger is a 4 1/4. And they'll say, my pinky is a 4 1/4. If you're into Victorian, you're into 1870, 1880, and you love gold, and you love Victorian, and you love golden quartz, that is the natural ore that gold begins to form in and grow in. So look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Jeremy. And we'll nestle it right back into this tiny little box that we're going to send it in. As you know, we send as many boxes and get as fancy as we can. Sometimes we don't have boxes, and we do appreciate all your kindness and all your comments on how well we do with shipping. And Jeremy's in charge of all that. This is sterling silver. I think we're going to end on this one because we're almost 45 minutes in. Jeremy, high five. High five. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for your help.
Yep.
And then is there anything else we forgot? No, just no international shipping as of now. We'll let you know when we open that up. And please pay on time within 48 hours. There were a couple people that were a little late in the last sale. We don't call anybody out, but we do ask you pay within 48 hours. If you cannot, we just ask that you sit it out until the next sale. We know that we all have a budget, and we do appreciate all of you coming in and supporting our business. But like on this one, we do have some things on consignment, those small pieces. Oh, Jeremy, can you pass me? You forgot those beads in that one paperweight, and then we'll do the outro. So Jeremy forgot these, and it's okay. So these are like crystal. So there's a whole big bag, a whole big container of Aurora Borealis crystal. So that'll go as one lot. So we'll get rid of all this Aurora Borealis crystal. Beaded necklaces. People sell these separate. We don't. We just go, all right, we're going to sell them all together. Jeremy, I'll let you put that back in that container. And then look at this Millefiori paperweight. Unbelievable. I love the matte finish because guess what? It doesn't show dirt, it doesn't show dust, and it's also very tactile to feel this. It's very soft like a fabric or like silk. And I love that it doesn't show dust or any sort of wear or any scratches. So that's Millefiori. I think that's where we're going to leave it. We thank you so much. Anything else, Jeremy?
No.
Do you just want to say thank you?
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. So we will see you on Tuesday, and I think I said it was the 11th, but we'll see you from the airing of this video, not Monday, but we'll see you Tuesday night at, I think it's the 11th, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just welcome you all in, and thank you so much for coming to the sales. Even if you don't participate, we love having you there. Please share out Jeremy's channel, and please continue to subscribe to Bully Run Coffee. His numbers are up. His subscriber count is way up, and we so appreciate all the attention and love. Go forward with peace and kindness. We will see you on Tuesday night. Thanks again so much for joining in. We love you.
Because we do.
See, he knew it. Love you.